Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to talk about this high pressure fuel pump. This vehicle has a knocking noise when you start it and running. Maybe you can hear. Let me see. Right there. Horrible noise when it starts and when it moves, when it drives. You might think, oh my God, my engine is messed up. But this noise is coming from the high pressure fuel pump. We're going to do a replacement and we're going to recheck. All right, so stay tuned. And remember, subscribe and like this video. All right, so the first step we're going to do is just release the fuel pressure. And I do have a scan tool to do this. If you don't have a scan tool, just leave the vehicle off for more than 20 minutes and this would do it. But in my case, I have scan tool where stop the fuel pump and it's just gonna use all the fuel in the lines. And when when the engine's kind of like stop, all the fuel pressure is gonna be off. So fuel pressure, if you have a scan tool, great. If it's not, 20 minutes and then you start working. The fuel being relieved, and now we're gonna remove the cover. You can see just popped it up. And we're gonna take the first piece out. The first piece is this piece is gonna be the 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All these 10s gotta come out and this plate come off. Okay, we're gonna remove that with the 10 millimeter. And so now we took the plate off. We're gonna remove this connector right here. We're gonna remove this hose. This hose missing a clamp here. I'm gonna notice that. This connector. We're gonna remove this hose, and we're gonna try to remove the throttle body out of the way. Continue by removing this connector. Just push in. That comes out of the way. This connector pushed in. Back it up. Out of the way. This clamp coming off. All right, this clamp coming off, and this one coming off. So this one just popped out. Just pull it back. All right, and this one as well. Now I'm gonna try to remove this intake. Part of the intake, and disconnect this. I'm gonna disconnect, loose this up and lift up the intake. So as you can see, this is a 5.5 millimeter. Just loosen up. You can use a screwdriver, but this is 5.5 is better than the screwdriver. You don't have to take it all the way out. Just loosen up enough, and we're going to clamp off. We're going to lift this up, pull it, and pull this out. And just move the whole intake out of the way. I want to concentrate and moving the throttle body now. The throttle body, we're going to disconnect this, pushed, and it's a little tight, so you're going to have to force it up a little bit. This is 12 millimeter nut. Just take 1, 2, 3, 4, and this should come out easily, separate from the intake manifold. All right, so we're just gonna loosen up. All right, I'm gonna keep the bolt here, and we're just going to kind of loosen up like this, and that's done. Now we're gonna take this hose off for the intake. So this hose, I like to take it out from here. I'm gonna get a light, hold on, so you guys can see it. Right there, that clamp coming up, and we're gonna separate it from the bottom with a clip hopper. All right, we're separating this. You have to be careful. This is really brittle. I don't want you to break this. And that's separated. And we're going to move these 3 10s right here, 1, 2, and 3, to separate this control unit. So if you're trying to use a deep socket, it's not going to be good. you have to get a short socket because the space on it is not the best. So we use a short socket just to get that out. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we got all 3 out. See how it's separated? And now the next step is going to be taking the 12s out of here for the intake manifold to come out of the car. All right, I'm just going to use the little electric gun here to get them out quickly. Don't confuse that because you have a 10, and a 12. You have the 10s here. Those 10s got to stay there. Those 10s don't move, okay? Just the 12s. 2 nuts, and the rest are bolts. All right, it's supposed to come up now, and it's like that. Just come up. Take the intake. We have this little spacer here. So they are 12 nut as well. You take all of them out. Don't mix it. All right. Oh my goodness, a little bad. So take all of them out. The 12s out. We're just gonna lift it up slowly. We're gonna get this exposed now. I'm gonna take this up, pick it up. As you can see, you got a little arrow here, the way it goes back in the car. Now we gotta remove this part, and we're gonna get a 10. Like I said, we're just gonna get this one out now. Just take the 10 off here. This 10 is very important. I don't think that's the original 10. Somebody removed this before. Look different. But anyway, so this is the high pressure fuel pump. We're gonna disconnect it. Take this bolt out, 10 right here. First, we're gonna take the line off, disconnect and take the high pressure line off. And then we're gonna take the pump out. So let's disconnect it first. Push in. This connector has 2 tabs, one in the top and one in the bottom. So you gotta use both hands. Push in and pull back. It's a little hard to do it, okay? Sometimes you have to remove this thing. Move the boot back a little bit, and then one of the top on the bottom, one of the top on the top. You just press it, and it's just gonna. Yeah, it's hard. I know. It's hard, guys. Very difficult. Yep, that's it. There you go. Look at the top and the bottom. Top and the top. It's a little hard, but I think that's the hardest part. We got that off, and we're gonna take the line off now. 12, 10, loose, 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 and the line comes off. All right, that's a 17, I believe so. 17 or 19, I think 17. Oh, it's a 19. Oh, there we go. I don't know it by heart. Anyway, so 19. I'm gonna crack the line off. Still got a little fuel. You see that? Crack the lines. Crack the lines. Now, let's get a 10 out of here. All right. Hold it like this, and let's get a 12. You have it separate with the line so you know where it goes, and after that the line comes out. It's really easy. It's not hard. Again, you're gonna have some fuel spillage as well, but not as much. So now we have the fuel joint off. Now we're gonna take these 2 bolts out. There's Allen key 6, number 6. You have to break it manually because it's pretty hard, and then use the little gun just to take it out. All right, we already did the breakage with the hand. Now we use the power tool, and these 2 bolts coming out, and then this just popped out. All right, now this line, gotta press it to the chainer here. You're gonna press in, hold it, and then get it out. As you can see, you still have a little bit of pressure. All right, So this is the fuel pump, guys. This is old fuel pump. We're gonna put it here, and we're going to replace it with the new one. So now we have the both fuel pump. We got the new one and we got the old one. As you can see, this just come off. We're gonna reuse this. Let's take this off, put it here, and we're gonna just reuse it right here. And we're just gonna install the new one. Make sure that everything looks okay and the same way. And we're just gonna install it here. We're gonna put this pipe on first. All right. And we're just gonna place it the same way it was before. And we're just gonna put the 2 bolt in and torque it down. The 2 bolt in, and we're gonna torque it to 16 pound. I'm sorry, 18. 18 pound. 18, and we're gonna just use 18 pounds. Doesn't need a lot of force, just 18 pounds is enough because it's spring loaded, and you know it's gonna be okay with 18 pounds. All right, we got that already, and we're going to just install the pipe right now. We set the joint, the fuel joint here. This is a 10 millimeter, that's a 12. This is a 9 pound torque, and this one is a 16. All right, so we'll do a 9 and the 16. 9, and then we change it to 16. That's why I was confused before, because 16. So 16. This is actually a 12. That's a 12. A little light here for you guys. So yeah, I put this 10 and 12, and now before we tighten this up, we're gonna put this little grease that come with the fuel pipe. Okay, a little bit here, a little bit here. It's a little bit of lubrication for the pipe, and we just do it by hand, and we torque it to 27 pound. I think it's 27. With 27 on it, 27 pound, and we check. So we're gonna torque it to 27 pound. £27. We're gonna use this little tool right here for the torque. And we're gonna do all 3 of it. So you gotta do $27. Well, this one and this one. Everything torque. I think I'm gonna use this light more often so you guys can see better. We have everything torque. I'm gonna connect the electrical connector, and make sure it's in, secure, and we're gonna start putting these parts back on. Put this one on here. This one here, so we don't forget. And we're going to put the spacer. I'm going to put the spacer now. You can see this side for the GGR valve goes to the left side. We'll put them in, and we're going to put all the bolts in there. We got all the bolts here, separate from the other bolts. And this is going to be 16 pound. All right, so we're going to torque this to 16 and keep working. We did 16 pound on all the bolts. Now we're going to put the manifold in again. They're just supposed to go in no harsh, supposed to go in nice and easy. Line up the bolt. tricky to get it, but that's it right there. And this one is 16 pound as well. 16, 16, 16, 16 all around. We torque this one down to 16 pound. We put this one here, put this one here, and we put this one here. Let's remember, a lot of people forget to put this hose for the evap. All right, and then we just gonna make sure we put the clamps on so we don't forget the clamps. Very important. Clamps. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. I would like to grow this channel and do more videos for you guys. Now we're gonna put this one on here. I'm gonna torque this one again. 16 pound again. So we're gonna torque it and continue to work. All right, so we're ready for the 16 pound. And next, we are going to put the top cover in here. See, it's important to have all the bolts together because I remember I have to do this tense on the side. This is for the injector control unit. Okay, so I'm gonna torque this one to 9 pound. And the top one 9 pounds as well. In the final plate, make sure that the gasket is installed correctly. And again, we got all these bolts and 2 nuts. Okay. And then after that, we'll do the intake boot and connect everything and start the car. We're gonna put the intake boot. I like to put a little bit of WD-40 or a little bit of lubricant for this. Put in here and make sure this little tap goes in there. Perfect. And this come here and we tighten this up. And we connect the throttle body. This is the map sensor, and we connect this one too as well. All right. Okay, perfect. All this is connected. Let's start it up. Alright, so we're gonna put the key on for a few seconds and we're gonna start the engine. We're starting the engine, everything seems to be okay. No DTC, no lights on. The noise is gone, as you can see, noise is gone. Then we're gonna put the cover on, wrapped everything up, and that was the fix. Remember, like and subscribe, like the video, share it. And if you got anything that you want me to do, any procedure and any Acura, just comment, make the comment, and I try to do the video for those comments that are getting in this video. Thank you very much for watching. It's gonna put the cover on, close the hood, and close the day. Thank you.